Welcome, little hearts, to a magical kingdom. Have you ever wondered what makes someone truly kind? Is it a shiny crown, a big castle, or something much more magical? Tonight, I will tell you a story about a princess who didn't just rule a kingdom, she ruled hearts. This is the story of the kind princess and the poor farmer. Once upon a time, in a bright and peaceful kingdom surrounded by green hills and sparkling rivers, there lived a young princess named Ilara. Princess Ilara was only 10 years old, but her heart was bigger than the tallest tower in her palace. She had sparkling brown eyes, golden flowing hair, and a gentle smile that made everyone feel safe. Every morning she would stand on her palace balcony, look over her kingdom, and whisper softly, "I hope everyone is happy today." Because Princess Ilara knew kindness is the true crown of a princess. Not far from the palace, in a small village near the forest, lived a humble farmer named Thomas. Farmer Thomas worked very hard every day. From sunrise to sunset, he planted seeds, watered crops, and prayed for rain. He had a sweet little daughter named Lily. Lily loved running through the fields and helping her father carry baskets. But one summer, something terrible happened. The rain stopped falling. The rivers began to dry. The soil cracked under the burning sun, and the crops stopped growing. Farmer Thomas held the dry earth in his hands and sighed, "If this continues, we will have nothing left." Little Lily looked up at him and asked softly, "Papa, will the flowers ever grow again?" Meanwhile, Princess Ilara noticed something unusual. The market in the palace was quieter. The fruits were fewer. The villagers looked worried. She turned to her royal advisor and said, "Something is wrong. I must go and see for myself." Without hesitation, she left the palace and walked into the village. The villagers were surprised. A princess walking among them? Farmer Thomas bowed respectfully. "Your Highness," he said gently, "we are honored." But Princess Ilara did not act proud. She knelt down beside Lily and smiled warmly. "Please tell me what is troubling you," she said kindly. Farmer Thomas explained the drought, the empty wells, and the dying crops. As he spoke, Princess Ilara's eyes filled with concern. She looked at the cracked ground and saw the worry in Lily's small face. And in that moment, her heart made a decision. "No one in my kingdom should suffer alone," she whispered softly. Princess Ilara gently placed her hand on Lily's shoulder. "I promise you," she said, "we will fix this." Farmer Thomas looked at her in surprise. "But how, Your Highness?" he asked. The princess stood tall, not with pride, but with determination. "We will build new wells. We will bring water from the mountains. We will plant seeds again, and we will not give up." The very next day, workers from the palace arrived. They dug deep into the earth and built strong stone wells. Fresh water began to flow again, and the villagers cheered with joy. Farmer Thomas worked harder than ever before. Lily helped scatter new seeds across the fields, and Princess Ilara returned often, checking on the progress, encouraging everyone with her bright smile. Days passed, then weeks, and one beautiful morning, tiny green sprouts appeared from the soil. The fields slowly turned green again. The flowers bloomed and the crops swayed gently in the wind. Farmer Thomas fell to his knees in gratitude. Lily laughed and ran through the fields, and Princess Ilara smiled, not because she felt powerful, but because she felt grateful that her people were happy again. Soon, the entire village gathered to celebrate. Colorful flags decorated the streets, and lanterns glowed softly in the evening sky. Farmer Thomas stepped forward. "Your Highness," he said gently, "you saved us." Princess Ilara shook her head gently. "No," she replied softly, "we saved each other." That night, as Princess Ilara stood once again on her palace balcony, she looked over her peaceful kingdom. The stars sparkled above her, and she understood something important. A true princess is not someone who wears a crown. A true princess is someone who cares, someone who listens, someone who helps, someone who loves her people. And from that day on, the kingdom did not just remember her as Princess Ilara, they remembered her as Ilara the Kind. And so, little hearts, always remember, kindness can grow miracles. Good night.